Hello and welcome back to Oba's Trending Gist. Today we are looking at a video that has been getting a massive amount of attention online. It features the popular Nigerian preacher Evangelist Ebuka Obi delivering a very shocking message about women's health. He makes a direct link between a specific act and a woman's ability to have children. The claims are so bold that they've left many people speechless, while others are strongly defending his words. So what exactly did he say? We are going to watch the key parts of the sermon together and then we'll break it down to understand the different viewpoints. Let's take a look.
So many girls today are no longer ovulating because different tongues have been going into their private part. Before you know it, the egg will begin to have problem. Before you know it, you can no longer be ovulating. Daddy, I'm not seeing my period again. How many tongues have gone into that place? Don't you know that every man have a spirit? Every man, there is a spirit that follows everybody. Anybody you see, there is a spirit that follows that person. Either divine spirit or negative spirit. Which tongue is entering into your private part? How will your egg be normal? The tongue that entered here last week can be a demonic person. A boy possessed by demon. It will not be long if you marry. You will begin to look for baby.
It's a powerful and intense message. To make it clear, let's summarize his main point in simple terms. First, Evangelist Ebuka Obi claims that many young women today are facing infertility, specifically problems with ovulation and their menstrual cycle. Secondly, he says the cause of this is what he calls different tongues going into their private parts, which is a clear reference to oral sex. And third, here is the core of his argument. He believes every person has a spirit attached to them, which can be good or demonic. He suggests that if a woman is with a man who has a demonic spirit, that spirit can be transferred through his tongue during oral sex. He asks, how will your eggs be normal? He is saying this spiritual contamination directly causes physical damage to a woman's reproductive system, leading to infertility. It could be the talk rubbish show. Now, to understand the reaction to this, we need to look at it from two different perspectives. From a spiritual perspective, which is the one the evangelist is preaching from. This is a warning about spiritual danger. In his worldwide view, the physical world and the spiritual world are deeply connected. An action in the physical realm, like a sexual act, can have serious consequences in the spiritual realm, which then shows up as physical problem like illness or infertility. To his followers, this isn't a medical diagnosis. It is a spiritual revelation to protect them from harm. However, from a medical and scientific perspective, this claim is not supported by evidence. Doctors and scientists have identified many known causes of infertilities in women. These include hormonal imbalance, conditions like polycystic ovarian syndrome, PCOS, or endometriosis, structural problems with the reproductive organs, egg, and genetic factors. In all the medical literature and research on reproductive health, oral sex is not listed as a cause of infertility. From a pure scientific viewpoint, there is no known biological process where a spirit can be transferred in this way to damage a woman's egg. So, health professionals will view this message as dangerous misinformation that could cause women to feel shame and blame themselves for a complex medical condition. This is the kind of condition, this is the kind of messages, misinformation Ebuka Obi passes around. Can you imagine that? And his followers, people in the church, will sit down there comfortably and be listening to this man saying all these things. So let's continue. So what we have here is a clash between two completely different ways of understanding the world. On one hand, you have a spiritual explanation for a very painful and personal problem. On the other hand, you have a scientific one. The reason this video has gone viral is because it touches on a very sensitive topic: religion, sexuality, and health. It's a message that either deeply resonates with your spiritual belief or deeply contradicts your understanding of science. And that brings us to the big questions we want to ask you. What are your thoughts on this? Do you see this as a valid spiritual warning? To me, no. Or do you see it as medically inaccurate or potentially harmful advice? There are strong feelings on both sides, and we want to hear what you think. Please share your perspective respectfully in the comments below. It's a complicated topic and your insights are valuable. Thanks for joining us for this breakdown. If you found this video helpful and interesting, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe for more analysis on the topics everyone is talking about. We'll see you in the next video.